Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. This is not clickbait. There's a lot of excitement and a lot of hype over what's going to happen at the merge. There was just a report out that kind of justified how Ethereum could literally hit 150,000 after the merge. Now, quite frankly, I think he's a little ambitious, but we're going to talk about that report because he had a few points that I think everyone needs to kind of understand of what could and probably will happen. Now, I want to walk you through a series right now in this video that's going to talk a little bit about the dominance of Ethereum, why that's going to continue, in my opinion, and what that's going to look like as far as the triple halvening and all that after the merge. Now, I'm actually going to take you to a website that literally has some gauges that show you what happens when they flip that switch, so to speak. And that really excites me. It's really cool. I'm glad I found it, and I want to share it with you. Now, before we get into that, please hit that like button. It helps us out a lot, and we're trying to grow this community, and we do appreciate it, guys. Now, if you are really into Ethereum and you're a believer right now, you're going to be extremely bullish after this video. And quite frankly, if you don't like Ethereum, but you're willing to let me walk you through this process and you're not bullish, you probably never will be. So let's get into it. Look, guys, I used to work for Bear Stearns. It's a Fortune 50 company. I work for another Fortune 50 corporation. Bear Stearns is like Goldman Sachs. And once you go behind the scenes and you see how the big money really does things, look, guys, the smart money, so to speak, moves the markets. The governments, Wall Street, and the big banks, they pick winners and losers, whether we like it or not. And no matter what, they have picked Ethereum to be the layer one front runner, period. And I'm going to prove that to you in a minute. Now, like I said, if you don't, whether you like that or not, guys, don't fight the smart money, because it doesn't matter if everyone watching this and all the retail people around the world decide that they want to move into another layer one company like BlackRock or one big hedge fund puts one trade on, and it's more powerful of moving the market than all the retail traders combined, guys. That's just a fact of life. Now, I don't know if you've heard of the Ethereum or the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, but guys, I want you to look at these corporations. When I say smart money has picked Ethereum, well, they have. Now, a lot of people would say, for instance, that Ethereum is getting a pass from the SEC compared to XRP. Quite frankly, I tend to agree with that. Whether it's right or wrong, guys, that just proves my point that Wall Street has picked Ethereum and they're reaping the rewards, and I'm not going to fight it. And especially with this merge happening, I plan to be a part of it, and I'm stacking right now. Now, this is not financial advice, but look at this is just a small amount of the corporations. Now, think about it, guys. These corporations are independent. They came together. JP Morgan, Citigroup, Santander, that's that major Latin America bank, Ernst & Young, FedEx, Microsoft. They came together and said, hey, we want to make Ethereum the standard in blockchain. There's over 250 countries a part of this alliance, guys. So I'm telling you, whatever they decide is probably going to happen one way or the other. Now, so far, they're getting what they want. Let's look at how dominant Ethereum is. Now, this is total value locked. Guys, all this in the blue, that's Ethereum, right? Now, I want you to look at something, guys, and think about this. If you take the top 10 layer ones, Ethereum sits at the top, and if you add up the total value lock between number 2 and 10, it still doesn't equal the dominance of Ethereum. Guys, that is huge and powerful. Now, let's look at how much they dominate the NFT area. Look how dominant that is, guys. The blue area is Ethereum. That ecosystem is arguably the most powerful ecosystem in the world. And why is that, guys? Whether we like it or not, because you could literally easily build a case that it doesn't have the best technology, it's not the biggest, baddest, or whatever. But it's been chosen, and because of the ecosystem and what's being created, it's dominating everything, guys. It has the most developers working on it. It has arguably some of the smartest in the world. It has the most dApps. It's growing the fastest. Now, the reason I feel comfortable saying that it's going to keep its dominance for a long, long time is because whether you want to build somewhere else that might be easier or less expensive or has faster and better, arguably, technology, when you build on top of Ethereum, you get that ecosystem behind you, guys. And that's why people live like in New York City and they pay $500,000 for a 1-bedroom when they could just move outside of the city an hour and buy a 5-bedroom house on a golf course. That's kind of Ethereum. So whether the technology is absolute the best is irrelevant in my opinion. But they are buying their time and they're moving forward, and this merge is going to be huge. So let's check that out, because that's the exciting part. Now, here's the supply rate, guys, that we have had right now that we've been looking at, right? So it's been going up and increasing. If there was no merge, it would just keep going up over time, guys. But now with the merge, look at this. It's going to start to curve and become deflationary. But check this out, guys. Over time, it's just going to go down and down and down. Now, this website I'm about to show you really excites me because it makes it really clear about how the triple halving works. Now, think about it, guys. Just like the Bitcoin halving, when Bitcoin supply gets cut in half every 4 years, imagine having a halving 3 times back to back to back. Well, roughly, this is what it would look like. Now, look at this, guys. Right now, our burn rate is 2.4 million Ethereum, right? The supply that's being added is 2.5%, which is pretty low. But the issuance, which is the Ethereum that is created by the network, well, that is 5.5 million ETH a year. Now, check this out, guys. When we flip that switch, when this merge happens and everything's said and done, and it won't be completed in this 2 weeks, even if it happens, but check this out. This is what it's going to look like. Watch those gauges. Check it out. Our burn rate stays the same, roughly 2.4 million. Our supply goes down from, what was it, 2.5% to 1.5%. And then our issuance goes way down by 99%. So think about that, guys. Remember that chart going down? This is going to become deflationary over time, and it is going to be an absolute game changer. And guys, trust me when I tell you, and again, not financial advice, when we get clear regulation, Wall Street is just setting on go. In my opinion, they're going to start with Bitcoin, and then they are going to flood into Ethereum. Now, I want you to think about it, guys. This is how smart money thinks. Whether we like this or not, these are facts. When you get an alliance of major corporations, now I want you to think about this. They know that there's 250 countries that have agreed to prop up Ethereum, that half of Wall Street has already put money into the ecosystem. Well, they know how much money they have. So let's say I'm a hedge fund. I'm going to put $50 million into Ethereum. Well, I know Goldman Sachs is right behind me. I know Microsoft is waiting to get in. I know all these hedge funds, all these governments, they're going to stack it. Guys, that's how it works. That's how Wall Street and the rich and the wealthy and the powerful, that's how they make things happen. So I'm not going to fight it. Anyway, I hope that is really clear to you. I hope it all makes sense. Real quick, let's look at a chart. Because here's my thoughts. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Let's back up. Guys, here's the report. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but it is squish.substack.com. If you just Google Ethereum triple halvening 150K report, it'll pop up. But here's the cool thing that he talked about, guys. He talks about that it can hit 150K. Well, if you do the math, when you multiply the circulating supply times the price, roughly it would have to be 15, 16 trillion market cap to hit like 150K. That's not going to happen. In my opinion, 20,000 to 40,000 could happen. Now, here's the point, because a lot of people, especially when I read through this report and looked at the comments and stuff and spent some time with it, you know, most people know how to calculate that, and they were like, that is impossible. But here's the thing. The supply shock. So when you add the merge and the triple halvening and all that, and then the next bull run, right? When the government clicks that printing press back on and starts printing money, stocks start to rise, the economy gets better. Hopefully, not being political, we got better leaders in office, that it's going to start to rally and there's going to be a lot of excitement. And then when we get the regulation and all that stuff starts to stack on, and the smart money and the hedge funds and all that starts to just stack on, yes, it's still not going to get to a 15 trillion market cap in the next bull run. However, because people don't want to sell, right, it could be very illiquid, especially as it starts to get more and more deflationary, and these hedge funds buy and they want to hold for years and years and years. The whales, they want to hold for years. You could have a supply shock, and then on the top of all the speculation, when they're in the news, Bitcoin's at all-time highs, Ethereum is, talking about overtaking Bitcoin for the number one spot, it could easily pump to 20, 30, 40K, in my opinion. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I kind of get going on these things. If you look at the chart, guys, here's my thought process. This thing's almost been to 5,000. Okay, I personally have no doubt whatsoever, even if we didn't have the merge, that it's going to take out that old high. Now, right now, it's at what, 1,500. Guys, I truly believe in this recession and in this negative macro environment, it's going to go test that low again, right up under 1,000. In my opinion, what I'm going to be doing when that thing gets anywhere close to 1,000, I'm going to start dollar cost averaging in. If it gets to 750, that's even better. If it gets to 500, I don't care how low it goes, I'm going to keep stacking. That's what I'm going to do, and that's just something for you to consider, not financial advice. But guys, if you get in at 1,000 and it takes out its old highs, you're looking at a 5, 6, 7x just to take that out. I truly believe that when we come out of this recession, and all the things line up, like the printing press, the interest rates get cut, regulation comes in, we're about to have, and it may be 18 months from now, maybe 2 years from now, 3 years, I don't know, But our next major bull run, when these highs get taken out, is going to be one of the biggest bull runs in history. And that's for the stock market. But when you add it to crypto, guys, the world's never seen anything like it. Yes, the people that have been in and caught what, the 2017 and 2021, that was pretty damn impressive. But I'm telling you guys, you've seen nothing yet. Absolute nothing. It is so early, but the adoption with Ethereum, with crypto, with the metaverse, with Web3, with everything is absolutely exploding, guys. I mean, exploding. And when the price of all these major real world utility cryptos catch up with the adoption and what's being created during this downtime, it's going to be explosive. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about Ethereum. Didn't mean to ramble on. I hope you go ahead and subscribe, share this, come back, be part of this community. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like button. That's all I got for you guys. Take care.